We got a trio of series tipping off game 2 in the NBA playoffs, and the question is, do we see a road team secure a victory as the home teams are 6-0 so far through round 1 in these playoffs? In the first round of the playoffs, we saw the blowout factor play a major part in many of the matchups we saw, and in game 1 of the Magic, this was the case. Now, they were able to finish the game with a more respectable score, but for a large portion of the game, the outcome was a non factor. Now, as we look at game 2, we see them coming in as slightly more an underdog on the spread, plus 5.5. Game total at 203. Now, that's a little bit lower than what we saw, but you can expect the books to adjust game to game. In this matchup, an area I'm going to be looking to target is Donovan Mitchell, going under on his points prop as the books have it at 25.5 points. Now, when you look through his playoff history, yes, you'll see a number of performances where he clearly went over this number, but on the flip side of that, there are just as many performances, if not more, where he did not clear this 25.5 in this matchup, especially with these half court like offenses that we're going to see. Less touches, less opportunities, low scoring game. Definitely like the under 25.5 here with Spider Mitchell. Our next matchup was one of only 2 games that produced an outcome that didn't finish in a double-digit deficit in game 1, and that is the 76ers taking on the Knicks. Now, in game 1, we did see Joel Embiid go down with an apparent knee injury, but he returned in the third quarter and played out the remainder of the game to the delight of many 76ers backers that were holding their breath when they saw the big man go down. Now, in game 2, we see a very similar line to what we saw in game 1. The Sixers are 5.5 point underdogs with that game total at 208.5. Now, the market I'm going to be targeting in this game is Joel Embiid's rebound prop going under the 10.5 because, yes, injury concerns are a very possibility, but I also believe that the natural banging and moving around in the post that's going to be necessary to rack up those 11 rebounds are going to be rather uncomfortable for the big man and be something that you will have to factor in if you're looking to target overs when it comes to Embiid in this game. As we wrap up things in the Western Conference, we got the Lakers taking on the Nuggets in game 2, and the Lakers are looking to put a dent in this Nuggets team one way or another, as in this matchup, we seem to be witnessing a repeat of what we saw last year in the playoffs when these 2 teams met up, and that is the Lakers just don't have the personnel to contain and keep up with the Nuggets. Now, this isn't necessarily a knock on the Lakers, as there's many teams across the league currently that can make that statement. In this matchup, looking at the spread, we see that the Lakers are again a 7.5 point underdogs, and one of the higher game totals that we'll see in the playoffs in comparison to the other games out there. 223 on the game total. Now, I'm going to be going to the under on Anthony Davis points prop. I believe the presence of Aaron Gordon and the likes of Jokic, the big bodies, physical, it's going to cut down on his ability to clean up loose buckets in the paint, as well as force him away from the basket. And this combined with quite possibly a little bit of a slower pace that you see in the playoffs, I definitely believe that under 24.5 points is a very live play in this matchup. Now, this has been D Weezy, y'all. Take care out there.